brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Eagles and the Falcons, and it's all up next.
The playoffs are in full swing as we welcome you to this postseason contest on EA Sports. Straight ahead is what should be a very entertaining matchup between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Atlanta Falcons. I'm Keith Scott, joining me as always, my partner in crime, Brock Healard. We are excited to bring you this NFL Divisional Round game. Excited, the word that you and I get to use, Brock, as do all these great fans in attendance, but for the players down on the field, I think a better word to discuss in this situation might be pressure.
I don't think there's any question about that, Gabe. Every one of these playoff runs, that pressure just grows and increases. That Super Bowl gets closer and closer, and your game has got to increase with it. If you can't take your level of play up a notch from the previous week, you can't rise to the occasion and find that extra gear befitting the situation we're in, well, that's the week you're going to be sent home and be a fan like the rest of us.
And this drive will start inside the 25. So here come the Eagles for their opening drive. They're led out by an incredible score through the air and on the ground. He was picked 53rd back in 2020. It's Jalen Hurts.
Kate, it's not often that we talk about quarterbacks having a nose for the end zone in football. It's usually reserved for the running backs. But Jalen Hurts has changed that conversation. He has so much power, so much strength. You get him into the short yardage situations or around the goal line, he finds a way to get in. But it's not just there. He's got a deep ball that's the envy of many. He's elevated his teammates around him, and he's got a skill set that I know a lot of quarterbacks would sure love to have.
Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
Now they send their back in motion right. On first down, Hurts. That's caught. It's Saquon Barkley. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Empty backfield now. The running back motions out left. Bails out of the pocket quick. Doesn't get much beyond the line. A yard at most. Stopped by Grady Jarrett.
Just not much to do right there, whether he wanted to run it or throw it. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win for this defense.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. They run it with Saquon Barkley. And defenders are there to get him at the line. Chase Young bringing him down there. Call it no gain on the play, and that brings up 3rd and 9.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. From the pistol, Hurts escapes the pocket. Oh, he's going to run for it. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Their opening drive continues. 1st and 10 now from the 39. Option play. They give it to Barkley. Avoids a defender. We've got a foot race. We'll head out of bounds after a small gain. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Kind of like that punt returner, Kate, that's just looking for that lane to run. This guy just couldn't find it. Defenders beat him to the spot, left him to try and cut back, or simply take it out of bounds like he just did. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Just 1 yard on the play, though. That
third down and 6 to go.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
On third down, it's Hurts. Searches from the pocket. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of fourth down.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense. And now, well, now we let the chess match begin. The adjustments begin because we know pressure leads to sacks. And sacks in this league often leads to wins.
Has the distance, but headed well left. No good. And we continue to await our opening score of this ballgame.
Well, once you get out beyond 50 yards, everything in the process has got to be perfect. It's a good effort, but it's going to wind up off the mark.
The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. They'll run it here with Bijan Robinson. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
First down, ball at the 36. Staying with Robinson. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
That was the perfect play call for that particular situation. Gave him enough to pick up a first with some room to spare.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Penix looking to pass. He's got his man. That's Travis Kelce. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
And he's stopped down at the 16 after a small gain. It's a 3-yard gain, only a yard shy of the marker on third down.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
It's Algier on third. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. They go play action. Here's Penix. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it, except for this defense that just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Let's see what they dial up on a 2nd and very long. Trying again following the sack. Nabbed by Kyle Pitts. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down.
Well, that right there, Kate, that is the epitome of trust, and trust in your big physical tight end. Throwing his way into double coverage. You may question the decision when the ball leaves his hands, but it's tough to question when it produces results like that. Third down, it's Penix. And that one's
was too far in front of him, so now they're facing fourth down.
Well, you got to have a short memory in the NFL. Incompletions happen. Now you got to make the adjustment and go get the next one.
So now on fourth down, the Falcons electing to send Young Hui Koo out for the field goal. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. The kick by Lutz is good. And that will get them on the board.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. Return starts from the goal line. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That's into the hands of Barkley. And he gets it forward, is still about a yard out of that. Chase Young bringing him down there.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. But one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
And they'll wrap him up after a short carry at the 24. They push it forward for a yard. That brings up 3rd and 8.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Here he is on 3rd and long. He's on the move. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
That's just a case where you're trying to make something when there really is nothing there. There just wasn't an opening for him to work with, and he was lucky to get what he could.
Jordan Stout's headed out to punt it away on 4th. And we'll see what kind of first impression he makes tonight. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. 58 yards on the punt there. And the Falcons will take over. The Falcons taking the field for their 2nd drive. And the last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Play action. Here's Penix. They connect on the deep shot. And he's able to get this down to the 36. That one hits for 30. And the Falcons will have a first.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Down inside the 40 now with a first down following that last play. To the air with Penix. Gets this one to Tyler Algier. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. That'll do it for 1 quarter of this NFC Divisional Round matchup. Just 3-0 is our score. We'll make our return to Mercedes-Benz Stadium after this. Welcome back. Time for our 2nd quarter. The Falcons with a chance to score. 1st and 10, a run to Robinson. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Penix now. Has it in close. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Here's Penix to throw. That one's incomplete in the end zone. Thought he had a touchdown there. And it'll be 2nd and goal. Still a couple of shots at this one. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
From the gun, it's Robinson. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. He gets a chunk of 4 yards, leaving them just a yard from the end zone. 3rd and goal.
Well, you haven't given up the goal line yet, but this offense is moving closer and closer. Now might be the time defensively to get a little more aggressive. Try to stick them with the loss and make a difficult 4th down decision.
And it's complete in the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons make it a 9-point advantage. Kyle Pitts with a touchdown. When you reach the status that he has around the league, Brock, well, we all at this point expect him to be making plays like this when he's targeted down near the end zone.
Yeah, I think the best thing I can say about this dude is he makes it look easy a lot of the time. And this game, trust me, is never easy. It speaks to how well he plays this position.
Young Hui Koo on for the point after. And he sends the point after right through the uprights. And the Falcons make it a 10-point ball game. The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. He's going to field this at the 2. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful return. Philadelphia getting ready to go on offense. And they need some kind of score here, Brock, to keep this from getting away from him on the road in the postseason. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get games like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
From the 24. Flushed out of the pocket. He'll try and run this. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the 1st down.
This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Send everybody deep. I know he wants to wait to stretch the field and use his arm. Trouble is, you wait too long, you end up on your back.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Barkley on the shotgun handoff. And he found some running room for a nice gain. A good pickup of 8 yards, but still more than that. 9 to go now on 3rd down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Driving dire straits, it's 3rd and 9. Hurts now from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
Well into this first half, still struggling to find any rhythm, and that's what sacks do. That is why these defenders get paid big money when they get those sacks in the stat column, because as you're seeing today, it totally disrupts the rhythm, the continuity, and any success for an offense.
Jordan Stout on now to punt. And he'll try to have his 2nd punt top his first one. First punt win 45 yards. This looks considerably further. And he gets him something back on that return. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield. The Falcons and running back Bijan Robinson getting set to begin another drive. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. Penix on first down. That one's cut along the left sideline. And he'll go out of bounds after a pickup inside the opposing 40. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
It's what these quarterbacks are having to do more often now than ever before in football. Show off a little mobility. Get outside the pocket and find that open man.
They'll run the draw with Robinson. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Kirby Joseph up for the stop. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
On 2nd down, Robinson. And without much room, he's going to go down at the 32-yard line. They made it to single yard that time. They're going to have to solve 3rd down and 4.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Penix on 3rd down. Complete beyond the marker. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And it's good for an Atlanta first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
On first down, here's Penix. Complete out to the right side. And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Shotgun snap, a give to Robinson. And he pushes it further into the red zone, down inside the 15. Give him 5 yards to bring up a manageable 3rd and 1.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. Sending a receiver left. Here's a handoff for Algier. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
Yeah, I get it. Fans will measure a running back's merit by touchdowns, yards, the fantasy football world we live in. But as coaches and teammates, Kate, they want something a little bit more. They want to see plays like that. A guy who will always get the short yards in a critical spot like that.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Penix. Cut near the goal line. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. In the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Robinson on the inside give. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
It's the 2-minute warning now from Atlanta. The Falcons hoping to grow their lead before halftime. Right on the doorstep now. Here's 1st and goal from inside the 1. Algier reaches the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons grow their lead just before halftime. Well, we all knew what was coming when they got into that goal line formation, didn't we, Brock? And they just pound the rock in for an old-school touchdown.
I just sometimes love that stuff. Nothing fancy, nothing cute. Here's our formation. You know we're running right at you, and we challenge you to stop us, and you can't.
Koo with the extra point. And the Falcons take a 3-possession lead. The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. Return starts from the goal line. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Philadelphia's offense back out for another drive. And things starting to get a little out of hand for them, Brock. That last score made it 17-zip. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Hurts. He's got Smith. And he's going to be out of bounds just before reaching the 30.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 28. Jump off caught by his back. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. On 3rd down, it's Hurts. Escapes out to the left. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll get together and discuss with... The Eagles are in punt formation. And he's only a handful of yards from his own goal line. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. He has it at the 33. And it ends up a good return for him, up past their own 40. It's a 61-yard punt that time. And they'll get ready to go on offense. Here's Atlanta ready to take over possession. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. Penix now on 1st down. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Trying to work quickly now. Here's 2nd and 2. And he brings it in, but got too close to the sideline there. They're rolling him out of bounds. We've got 3rd down.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork.
Now we have a stoppage. No challenges inside of 2 minutes and a half, but the replay official wants to take another look at this on their own. So what we're all looking for here, did he secure the catch and maintain it while also getting both feet down?
Yeah, this is why it's a perfect look. This is why teams scout body control and field awareness for these pass catchers. For moments like this, he did not have much margin for error, and it happens so fast.
They sent it out to New York just to be safe, and the folks there saw enough to change that call. 1st and 10 from the 41. Putting a receiver in motion. They go play action. Here's Penix. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
2nd and 10. Penix to throw. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he's out of bounds after reaching the 25-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And the Falcons will have a first.
I'm sure Coach, play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier.
Now we have a stoppage. No challenges inside of 2 minutes and a half, but the replay official wants to take another look at this on their own. We're all watching that sideline here, seeing where those feet came down.
And no matter what they rule here, Kate, that was an outstanding effort just to make the catch.
Yeah.
Now we got to look and see, did he get both feet in with possession?
So the officials looked at it twice. The replay officials in New York agreed, and the call on the field's going to stand. And again, it's Penix. Brought in close to the 8. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. From the red zone now. Has it in close. And he pushes it all the way to the goal line, but goes out at the 1.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look so easy.
Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1. He has it on the QB sneak. And he runs into some big bodies, and he's stopped right at the line. Timeout called by Atlanta. That's going to be its 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal. Robinson. And he's in for the touchdown. The Falcons get more points to end a lopsided 1st half. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
Now, how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on 3rd and goal.
Extra point by Kuhn is up and good. And the Falcons make it a 24-point ball game. The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. They'll bring it out from a couple yards deep. And this drive will start inside the 25. Setting out their offense one last time in the 1st half. Not a whole lot of time left for them to put something together here before the break. They've got blackjack on the clock. Not a ton of time to use before halftime. Motioning left is their running back. 1st and 10. Here's Hurts. This one snagged by Dallas Goedert. And he's able to move it past the 45 before going out. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down. Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. On first down, Hurts. This finds Smith. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And that's going to fall incomplete. We're down to 9 seconds left. Was Devontae Smith the intended receiver? So second down coming up. Hurts throwing again. Taken in by Smith. And he's all the way to the edge and out of bounds along the line.
You know, Kate, it's almost as if the defense invited him to make that throw. That was a play they knew they could defend, and they stopped.
Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Wow, they must really trust in this guy's range. He's out for what would be a very long field goal. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. It's no good. It had the leg, but his aim wide right. So we're to halftime in this fight for a spot in the NFC Championship game. Now we'll send you south to our Orlando studios for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. One of these two teams is going to move on to the conference championship. We'll get back to you and Brock in just a moment. But first, let's take a look ahead to tomorrow's other divisional round game in the NFC. And it looks like we've got a good one in store, as it's going to be one heck of a battle, that's for sure. For the Falcons, they were led in the first half by their quarterback, Michael Penix. He's got a touchdown through the air as his guys have raced out to a gigantic early lead. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up, ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly.
Thanks so much for the look around the league, Coach. But now it's time to turn our attention back to this one as we begin the third quarter. Fielded at the 7. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
Play action. Here's Penix. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
They've got first down from the 31. Running left is Robinson. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Brought down by Jalen Carter. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Throwing from the pistol, Penix. Short pass brought in. We'll have him gain about a handful there. C.J. Gardner-Johnson there on the tackle.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
3rd and 4 coming up now. Penix working from the gun. Quick slant into the hands of Pitts. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Out of the option, he's going to keep it going right. And he's going to be just inside the 10 before he goes out. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss is really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
Here's a counter give to Robinson. And he only gets this one down to the 9. Call it no gain, maybe 1 at best on that play. That leaves him with 3rd and 2.
Well, no spring in a big play on that one. It's just going to simply be used as a setup play, whether that's another run or eventually what I love, setting up a play-action pass off that counter action.
And they send a man in motion. Here he is to throw on 3rd and 2. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. They find 7 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Trying to power this across, Brock. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's 1st and goal. The bat's got it.
Call it feel, Kate. Call it instincts. I don't really care what you call it, but the best QBs, they can sense it. They know when that pressure's coming, and they know how to avoid it. Keep that play alive. Extend it outside of the chaos, and go get your offense a completion.
The nose of the football inside the 1. Here's 2nd and goal. Robinson. And he's going to make it in for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons grow the lead coming out of halftime. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with 1 end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get 1, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Cool with the extra point. And the Falcons grow their lead yet again. The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. Return starts from the goal line. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. The Eagles about set to go on offense. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And, man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll go from the gun with Barkley. And it took a couple of guys to haul him down there after a gain of just 1.
Okay, that's why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, Well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap for Hurts. This one finds Goddard. And he'll go out of bounds. Looks a little short of that 35. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns. He puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
First down throwing for Hurts. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
There is no question this defense has risen to the occasion of prime time tonight. There's also no question that this is a window into the kind of beating quarterbacks can take when you can't protect him. He's going to have to use all week to get his body right to hopefully hit the field next week.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Straight ahead, here's Barkley. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts, as that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Hurts now from the gun. Chased out to his right. Oh, he's going to run for it. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock. You know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
They'll bring out the punter here. Jordan Stout's the one to send it away. And he sends this away. Definitely his best kick of the game thus far. That's grabbed at the 10. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Falcons returning their offense and this running back to the field. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this 3rd quarter. They're out and set. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Penix. Complete out to the right. This is ahead for about 5. Cooper to Jean with the stop.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Completed over the middle. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Offense in the hurry up now. Throwing now, 3rd and 2. That's caught for the first. And that one's going to move the chains.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Here's Algier on 1st down. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Now, don't think for a second they're going to slow down the tempo. Defense on their heels. And right now is the best chance to go push that envelope and get aggressive.
1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Hey, look, in the right situation, you catch a team off guard. Well, this could be a tremendous play for some big yards. But in the wrong situation, you get hit in the mouth right behind the line of scrimmage.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. They've got a man in motion. An option give to Robinson. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
This coordinator tried to show some trust and belief in his offense. A run after a negative run? Well, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a third run after back-to-back negative losses.
And the Birds bring out the nickel look. Third down coming up. Penix here from the gun. Rolling left, buying some time. Has it downfield, working the left. And he'll be touchdown after a big play. Well, 3rd and 15, you don't see many of those picked up, partner, but they found a way. We're down to 1 quarter to play in this NFC Divisional Round matchup. The Falcons have the ball and the lead. Only 1 quarter from advancing in the postseason. First and 10 from the 41. Tight end motioning right. Here's Robinson up the middle. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
These are the kind of runs, Kate, that just soften up a defense. Keep working on them, keep working on them. And eventually you're going to break one of those counters for even bigger yardage.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Algier running behind center. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they need the same now here on 3rd down. Throwing from the gun here. Looking for... Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
This defense has been trying like mad to do anything to disrupt the rhythm, get the QB off his spot. It's got to be a massive relief to see their efforts paid off on that play.
And that one is not where he needed it to be. It is off and no good. And looking at the scoreboard, Brock, I think they can weather the miss there.
Something I would have never said 20 years ago, Kate, when I started this business, but it rattles through my big old noggin now. That miss really has an effect on fantasy football owners more than anybody else. Imagine the poor soul somewhere, anywhere, who ends up losing in fantasy this week, specifically because of that miss.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line. 1st and 10. Man in motion here. Now Hurts. He'll get this one to Brown. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down. Here's Hurts. That's Smith on the slant. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down. Hurts looking to throw. Stays in the pocket. Oh, the football's loose. And it's a turnover. The defense has it.
You know, this just can't happen on first down. It really can't. I mean, ball security is a premium on every down, every distance. But on first down, it is especially a killer.
The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Going right side, Robinson with it. And the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
Staying with Robinson. And he drives ahead for good yardage up to the 45. 7 yards on the carry. Now they've got 3rd and 3. Penix into the hands of Pitts, and he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Now the give for Bijan. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
You know, Kate, these are what I call the body blows. It's not a home run. It doesn't deliver a chunk play, but it's these runs of 1 to 5 that keep you on schedule and take a little bit of steam out of that defense.
Second down carry for Algier. And he's brought down for a loss.
You know, Kate, during draft season, I was talking to an NFL GM, and he said, you know what, in time, we're going to realize tackles for loss are just as big a deal as sacks. Sacks get so much of the popularity. Tackles for loss, when you knock that offense backwards, I promise you, in time, we'll be keeping a closer eye on plays like that one.
And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And it's good for an Atlanta first down.
Speaks to this guy's talent as just an all-around difference maker, playmaker. We see him line up as a receiver, and we don't even bat an eye, Kate. And we don't really bat an eye when he makes that kind of play either. This guy's just different, built for the moment.
First and 10 now from the 30. A give to Algier on the inside handoff. And he can only get a lone yard. Took a couple of guys to haul him down near the line.
The only thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Penix looking to pass. Throw reeled in by London. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And the Falcons will have a first. They'll run with Robinson. And he's able to get this down to the 13. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, It may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some.
Touchdown, Atlanta! Ooh, baby, Brock, this one has gotten well out of hand.
You think so? I think this is utter domination. Going to be a lot of questions to be answered. I'm going to guess this is a press conference the coach isn't looking forward to.
Coup on now for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Falcons continue piling onto this lead. The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. Fielded just shy of the end zone. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. The Eagle offense headed back out to the field. And with this loss already assured, they at least want to find some points and avoid being shut out. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And oh, someone stepped in, it's intercepted! Jesse Bates in to pick it off. Oh boy, they cleaned up the fumbling issues from the last drive, and now it's an interception that turns the ball over.
Yeah, and two very different tones and tenors on these two sidelines. One coach is pleading, begging for some ball security. The other is simply saying, keep it up, boys. Keep taking that ball away. Job well done.
The Falcons and Michael Penix Jr. set to take over again. And you know this firsthand, partner. You get above that 300 mark, you and your offense are going to have plenty of highlights to choose from by this point in the game. We're getting a look at some of them now. You just got to marvel at how well he's played the quarterback position here. New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. Now a handoff to Algier. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
That's a pretty good stop on 1st down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate, and that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Play action. Here's Penix. Kelsey makes the catch. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. And he's going to take a knee.
You got to expect the timeout is coming any moment now, right? If you want another shot with the ball, you'll need every second you can conserve on that clock.
They take a knee, and that's going to force that defense to burn a timeout if they want to save any clock here.
Okay, time for the defense to think about getting that ball back. And this is where you've got to conserve every second. Got to expect a timeout. Any moment now.
They take a knee, and that's going to force that defense to burn a timeout if they want to save any clock here.
They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in just as that knee goes down.
So the Falcons earn the win in this one. And their run through the playoffs has reached the penultimate stop on the tracks. The conference championship game next week. And they're going to need the same type of effort from this game